Listen closely to the words I speak to you today, for they come from a place far beyond human understanding. These are not just simple words, but words from my heart, filled with deep meaning, love, and warning. I do not speak to cause confusion or fear without purpose, but because I care for you, because I am your Father and Creator, the one who formed you long before you were born. I know every detail about you, from the hairs on your head to every tear you have shed. I speak to you now, at this very moment, because I see what you do not, and I want to prepare you for what is coming. You may not realize it, but your health is at risk. I know these words may be hard to hear, but they are not meant to hurt you, but to wake you up. The enemy has been working in silence, waiting for a moment of weakness to attack your health, bringing with it weariness, illness, and exhaustion. But I will not stay quiet while you are in danger. I will not stand by when my child is at risk. And so, with urgency and love, I speak to you now. If you listen carefully, if you pay attention to my voice and follow me with all your heart, this danger can be stopped. It is not certain. It can be avoided if you respond with obedience. I know the heavy burdens you have carried for so long. I see the long days and even longer nights you face. I know the moments when you have been alone, shedding tears in silence, feeling overwhelmed by life. I have seen you push yourself to the limit, carrying on without rest, ignoring the subtle signs from your body that something is wrong. You have accepted this constant exhaustion, this unexplained pain, as normal. But I, the one who lives within you and knows your heart better than you do, have felt the warning signs. I have sensed the weaknesses, the imbalances starting to appear, and nothing about you is hidden from me. I know you better than you know yourself. I can see the flow of your blood, the rhythm of your heart, and all the things going on inside you that you cannot fully understand. This is why I warn you today. Do not ignore this voice. Do not turn away from this call. This is not just your imagination or an emotional reaction. It is a spiritual alarm. It is a message sent directly from heaven, aimed at your life, your body, and your soul. The week ahead is extremely important for you. It's not just another week. It's a turning point, a time when heaven is ready to intervene if you are willing to follow my guidance. I have opened doors for you, paths that lead to life, choices that will bring healing and protection. But I also see the traps the enemy has placed along the way. If you are not careful, if you do not take this message seriously, you may fall where I intended to lift you. Every word I speak brings life. Each word I give to you now is given with purpose, crafted with love. I do not speak lightly. I speak with the weight of eternal love. I speak because I have good plans for you. I have set you apart for something great, and I will not let what is starting in you be interrupted by an illness that can be prevented. I don't want you to live in fear, but in awareness. Fear makes you stop, but awareness wakes you up. I am waking you up now. I am calling you to turn back to me, with all your heart, all your strength, and all your mind. Not so you can worry, but so you can find rest in my direction. I am your refuge, your peace, your healer. But you must walk in my will. You must separate yourself from what harms you. You must set aside time to rest, care for your body, and pay attention to the signs I have been sending through my spirit. I am not far away. I am here speaking to you, and I will continue to speak because I love you more than you can understand. I have written your days in my book, and they are meant to be filled with life, not cut short by something that could have been avoided. Pay attention now. Do not take this message lightly. Do not say in your heart, "This doesn't apply to me," or "It's not that important." It is more important than you realize, and it holds more hope than you can imagine. Today, I continue speaking to you, not in a rush, but with an endless patience that desires to reach you before it's too late. My words are not just ordinary words. They are filled with spirit and life. They are truths coming from above, clear enough to cut through the darkness of doubt, yet gentle enough to calm your heart. I am not here to judge you, but to cover you with my voice, like a shield, protecting you from harm that you cannot even see. Danger does not always roar loudly. Sometimes it slips in quietly, like a whisper. Sometimes it hides in your habits, or in what you think is normal. You felt these signs recently: tiredness that won't go away, pain that comes and goes, a foggy mind that never clears, and an anxiety that seems to have become a part of you. These signals I placed in you, not to punish you, but to warn you. I gave them to you so you would stop, think, and realize that your body is not yours to do with as you please. Your body is my temple, a sacred vessel I created to carry my light, reflect my glory, and show my presence to the world. When you ignore it, when you don't pay attention to the signals I've placed in it, when you push your body too far in the name of duty, success, or independence, the light I put inside you starts to fade. It's not because I take it away, but because you block the path through which it should shine. The enemy sees that crack and tries to take advantage of it. A sickness is on its way. Yes, I say this clearly: it has not been sent by me. I am not the source of evil or pain. This disease comes from the broken world you live in, a world damaged by sin, polluted in its food, air, thoughts, and ways. A world where death is hidden in plain sight, disguised as success, endless work, and pleasure. The enemy wants to use those seeds to weaken you, to distract you, and to silence the voice that I have given you. Your voice, when it joins with mine, has the power to drive away the darkness. When you live according to my will, your life becomes like a flame that sparks hope in others. But I do not allow you to be harmed without first showing you a way out. And today, in this holy moment, I am offering you that way out. I am giving you an opportunity to rest, a call to bring order back into your life, and a chance to return to me. First, take a moment to calm your heart. You've been rushing, believing that everything rests on your shoulders, thinking that if you stop, everything will fall apart. You've made yourself believe that your worth is in what you do, in what you accomplish. But your strength is not found in constant motion. True strength is found in me, in the peace of my presence, in the quiet where I speak softly to your soul. You've believed that to be strong means to never stop, but real strength comes from knowing when to pause and allow yourself to be renewed. Come back to calm, slow down, and let go of the noise. I didn't call you to run without purpose. I called you to walk with me. When you rest in me, I heal you in ways you can't even see. There are healings that happen deep inside you, in places no one can touch, no medicine can reach. Not everything shows up right away, but in the quiet obedience to me, I start a work in your heart, in your mind, in your body, things that no doctor can fix. I am the one who restores what has been worn down. I am the one who heals the damage inside you. I align your thoughts with life, but I need your surrender to do this. The stress you've been carrying is like a storm inside you, a storm that never stops, a battle that's been going on silently in your body and mind. Storms wear down the vessel that passes through them. It's not just the water that gets in, it's the pressure, the constant tension, and the fear you've been holding inside. But today I say to you, let me speak peace to your soul. You don't have to shout for me to hear you. I am closer than you realize. Right now, I am with you. Quiet the storm in your heart. Let my word calm the waves within you. Don't wait until you're broken to come to me. Today is your moment. This is your call. When the storm inside you settles, your body will begin to heal. And it won't just be physical healing, it will be a complete restoration. I will heal your mind, your emotions, your soul, but I need you to say yes, to surrender, to obey. Don't wait any longer. You not say, I will deal with it later. This week is a door, a chance, a specific moment in time. The enemy wants you to ignore it, to continue as if nothing is wrong, to believe that everything will just pass. But I, who see the end from the beginning, am telling you, now is the time to stop and listen to me. Nothing comes to you without a warning, and what you are hearing now is my voice offering you mercy. I have been watching your path. I know every step you've taken, even the ones you made alone, when no one knew what you were feeling or thinking. There has not been a single moment when you were out of my sight, even when your soul was full of noise, when your heart was full of doubts, when your decisions were more about your exhaustion than your true desires. I have been there, not to blame you, but with patience, not to condemn you, but to surround you with mercy that the world can never give. You have been carrying much more than you should. You've gotten used to living with pressure that doesn't come from me. You've learned to ignore your pain, to push through your exhaustion, to accept the disorder as just part of the routine. But what you call a routine has actually been a trap that slowly shuts doors inside of you, dimming your spiritual sensitivity and making it harder for you to know what is from me and what isn't. I have sent you signals. I have placed pauses in your life. I have allowed things to not go as you hoped, not to frustrate you, but to speak to you through those interruptions. But you kept moving forward without stopping, thinking that what you felt was normal, that everyone lives with this kind of pressure, that it's just how life is. But this constant pressure is weakening you in ways you can't see. You were never meant to carry it all without surrendering to my guidance. And now, your body is starting to show what your soul has been quietly crying for. You've noticed that the fatigue feels different, that one night of sleep no longer refreshes you, that your mind struggles to focus, that your mood is low for no clear reason, that you have aches you can't explain, that there is a weight you can't lift without knowing why. What you are feeling is not just physical. It is the result of what you've allowed into your life and what you have failed to surrender to me. You have made space for striving, for noise, for excess, for habits that quietly drain the energy I placed inside you. You have shut the door to true rest, to the nourishment your soul needs, to the deep connection with me that fills every part of your being. This is not punishment. It is a warning. It is not condemnation, but an opportunity, because you still have time. There is something ahead that wants to attack you, but my will is not for you to fall. My desire is for you to overcome. You are not at the end of your purpose. You are at a turning point where everything can be healed if you choose to surrender. Not as someone who gives up, but as someone who, by stopping the struggle, allows the Creator to heal them. There are habits you need to let go of, not because I demand it, but because those habits are draining the love I placed in you. The unhealthy eating, the relentless pace of your schedule, the lack of space to breathe in my presence, all of it has taken a toll. And now, your body is sending you clear signals that must not be ignored. If you continue to overlook these signs, the damage will grow. But if you listen to the quiet voice speaking to you now, you can change the course. I've protected you countless times without you knowing, shielding you from sickness, stopping negative diagnoses, and covering your organs when they were in danger. But this time, my protection from outside forces is not enough. This time, I need you to cooperate from within. I need you to make room for what matters, to release what doesn't help you, to turn away from what drains you, and to choose life even if it feels harder at first. Your body is not just a tool to survive. It is a sacred place. It was created to carry my glory, and you have been pushing it too far. The world tells you to keep going without rest, to compete, to achieve, to produce, to never fail. But that voice is not mine. I do not measure your worth by what you produce. I have never loved you more for what you do. True growth comes not from human effort, but from a deep connection with the eternal. And that connection grows stronger when you let go of the need to control everything and choose a slower, more peaceful pace, one that is more in line with my heart. In the days ahead, a window of opportunity will open, a short but powerful season, where what seems difficult now will start to come together if you follow in obedience. I do not ask for perfection, but for your willingness. I do not expect you to understand everything, but I ask that you trust enough to change direction. The illness does not have to touch you, but if you do not make room for order, it will find its way in where protection once stood. This message is my hand reaching out before the storm, my shield offered before the impact. Do not wait for external signs to confirm this. The truth has already been placed in your spirit. You know this is real. You know you cannot keep going at the same pace. You know something must change. And what you now see as weakness will become the beginning of new strength if you choose to take this call seriously. Do not put off what needs to be done today. Do not delay the surrender that could protect your health, your mind, and your purpose. What had been quietly building up inside you will soon surface. Not because I want to expose you to pain, but because what you have ignored for too long can no longer stay hidden. Your body does not lie, and neither does your soul. Both have been sending you signals for some time, signals you chose to ignore in favor of outside demands, daily expectations, and the pressure to seem fine to others. All of this hath been like a mask you've used to cover up what truly needed attention. But it can't stay hidden any longer. There comes a time when what's inside becomes stronger than what's outside. A time when what you've been putting off will start demanding your attention. That moment is coming, not with force, but with persistence, because something inside you has been calling out for renewal, for breath, for real rest, a space where you can breathe freely again, not just physically, but spiritually. Even if your body holds on a little longer, invisible processes have already started. These processes need to be stopped now, before they take root, before they take over the areas I've reserved for fullness. What is coming cannot be avoided by sheer will or human understanding. It will only be faced with a change from within. This is not a call for surface-level changes. It is a deep shift, a letting go of old habits, a courageous step that begins by admitting that you cannot keep going the way you have been. It's not about doing more, but about letting go. It's not about adding more effort, but about freeing yourself from the weight of unnecessary burdens. The decisions you make now, even the small ones, have eternal consequences. You are about to face many of these changes, not in front of others, but in the quiet of your daily life, in the choices you make, in what you decide to allow, what you prioritize, and what you choose to consume. Many of the things that have been weakening you haven't come from a big mistake, but from a series of smaller decisions that seemed harmless at the time. But now, the wear and tear they've caused can no longer be ignored. What you've called a habit, or part of growing up, is actually a cycle that needs to be broken. If you don't break it, life itself will force you to do it, but it won't be gentle. I am showing you new paths. Some of them may not make sense right away. They will challenge your logic. They may seem either too simple or too difficult, but in these paths there is life. In them, there is protection. In them, I have hidden the miracle you long for, not as something flashy, but as an inner transformation that no one else will see at first, but that you will deeply feel. It will feel like fresh water in the middle of a dry field. It will be a new order created from within, bringing peace where there was once stress and strength where there was once exhaustion. I will also bring people into your life. Some are already close to you, but you haven't really seen them yet. Others will come into your life now, not as saviors, but as tools I will use to give you something important. Don't depend on them, but learn to receive from their presence what I need to give you through them. Learn to recognize them. Not all of them will feel good at first. Some will make you uncomfortable because they will show you parts of yourself that you don't want to face. But behind that discomfort, there will be truth, and though truth may be painful, it will set you free. This is a time of restructuring. Don't expect everything to stay the same if you choose to obey. What you thought was stable will change. Some things will shift. Some relationships will cool, some routines will break, and your mind may struggle to accept this process. But every change will bring life. Every shake will prepare you. Every interruption will give you the chance to build something stronger, more real, and more aligned with who you truly are and what you were meant to be. In the coming days, there will be moments when you feel a different kind of weight. It will not be something you can touch, but something within you, a spiritual weight you cannot explain, as if something hidden deep inside is being brought to the surface. Do not be afraid when you feel this. Do not try to escape that feeling. It is part of the healing process. It is the proof that something is being removed, that what has been buried under years of pressure, unhealed pain, and emotional exhaustion is coming to the surface to be healed. It's not about going backwards, but about letting go of what has been holding you so that you can move forward with freedom and lightness. You are not alone in this. Even if you can't see it, I am working on your behalf at every level, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. I am restoring your whole being, not just your body, but also the way you think and the patterns that have controlled your life. I am undoing the false beliefs you've accepted as truths. I am showing you what you should never have carried. And as you allow this inner work to happen, it will also start to show up outside, changing your relationships, your health, your ability to rest, and your capacity to enjoy life without fear of what's ahead. What feels like a shake right now is the start of a new, stronger foundation. What feels like a break is actually a preparation for something more solid. And what feels like weakness is the place where my strength begins. There are things happening that you cannot see, but they are shaping everything that is to come. In the unseen world, changes have already started. The choices you make now won't only affect your current well-being, They will impact parts of your future that you may not yet fully understand. This is not an exaggeration. It is a spiritual truth. This time is holding the seeds of your future, and not just any future, but one that has been carefully planned for a long time. Some cycles need to come to an end, not because they were bad, but because they have already served their purpose. Continuing them out of comfort or fear of change will only wear you down. You've moved forward with strength and courage, even when things weren't clear, and that has been noticed. But now, it's not just about keeping up the same pace. It's about increasing your spiritual awareness. It's about acting with wisdom and not being stuck in the same patterns. It's about recognizing that some atmospheres need to shift. Habits must die, environments must be cleansed, and thoughts need to be replaced with new ones that align with what I want to establish in you. At this point, there are things that can no longer stay by your side, not because they are bad, but because they are not meant to continue with you on the next part of your journey. There are companions who, unknowingly, have fed distractions. There are environments that have dulled your awareness. You've tolerated small mistakes, justified certain behaviors, and avoided necessary confrontations, all in the name of keeping peace. But peace that costs you your inner truth is not true peace. It's an empty form that steals more from you than it ever protects. You cannot carry everything, and you are not meant to. In this time, you will need to release burdens that are not yours to carry, responsibilities you took on that are not part of your true purpose, and expectations others placed on you without asking me first. If you continue to carry what was never meant for you, you will find yourself weakened just when you need to be strong. This process is not a loss, but a cleansing, and with it, new clarity will come. Not the clarity of human understanding, but spiritual clarity, the kind that knows where it should be, when it should speak, what it should protect, and what it should let go of. That kind of clarity cannot be earned through time or effort. It comes from surrender. And when it arrives, you will know you are walking in step with something much greater than yourself, something eternal, something that is not affected by what happens around you. There will also be resistance. Not everything will let go easily. Some things that need to leave your life will try to hold on, not because they have power over you, but because you have given them space for so long that they now feel like a part of you. But do not confuse habit with destiny. Just because something has been with you for years does not mean it was meant to be part of your future. If you have the courage to release what feels familiar but is no longer healthy, you will find a freedom you didn't know you needed. Listen closely to the words I speak to you today, because they are not just empty words or words from humans. They are words from my eternal heart, filled with truth, warning, purpose, and deep love. I do not speak to confuse you or upset you for no reason. I speak because I love you, because I am your Father, your Creator, the one who formed you before you were born, the one who knows every hair on your head and keeps your tears in a bottle. I speak to you now, at this very moment, because I see what you cannot see. I know what lies ahead, and I want to prepare you so that you are not caught off guard by evil. You are on the verge of becoming ill. Though these words may sound harsh or bring fear, they are not meant to hurt you, but to wake you up. The enemy has been working quietly, searching for a way and looking for a door, a crack, or a moment of carelessness to strike at your health, to bring fatigue, illness, weariness, and exhaustion. But I will not remain silent while this happens. I will not close my mouth when one of my children is in danger. And that is why, with urgency and love, I speak to you today. If you listen to me with all your heart, if you open your spiritual ears and pay attention to my voice, this crisis can be avoided. It is not certain. It has not been set in stone. The direction of your life can be changed if you choose to respond to my call with obedience. I see the weight you've been carrying. I know the long days and even longer nights you've endured. I have seen you in the quiet moments when you are alone, shedding tears no one else sees. I've watched you push through, relying on your own strength, ignoring the quiet warnings from your body that something isn't right. You've called exhaustion that wasn't normal. You've justified the pains in your body, the muscle tension, the unexplained tiredness. But I, who live inside you, who know your thoughts even before you speak them, have felt every sign, every weakness, every imbalance that is starting to appear. There is nothing about you that I don't know. I know you better than you know yourself. I can see the flow of your blood, the hidden rhythm of your heart, and the processes inside you that you can't even understand. It's why I warn you, don't ignore this voice. Don't silence this call. This is not just a figment of your imagination, nor an overreaction. It is a spiritual alarm, a message coming directly from heaven, speaking to your life, to your body, and to your soul. The coming week is critical for you. It is not just another week on the calendar. It is not just another passing moment. It is a turning point, a place where heaven wants to intervene, but only if you are ready to walk in obedience.